Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Monday night. Thanks all for stopping by once again on the part of this stream for tonight. Phoenix Suns and Philadelphia 76ers going at it in a couple minutes from now at the top of the hour. Both of these teams out to disappointing starts to the season in the first half of this season, but Philadelphia moving in the right direction, whereas Phoenix has gone just completely backwards. This game, the Suns come in as the favorites. They were not the favorites this morning. It was flip-flop. Philadelphia, around 2 hours ago, they were a 3.5-point favorite, but recently, Joel Embiid was announced out for today's game, so he has been rolled out due to a foot injury around 40 minutes ago for Embiid, so he is out for this one today. Look for Tyrese Maxey to go off in this game for Philadelphia. Player prop for Maxey right now at 27.5 points, but he's going to have a huge game for him since Embiid's out. Embiid had been averaging 30 points per game in the previous 5, so they're going to need some big-time offense to step up against the league's 25th defense in this matchup. What's good, everyone? If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here for this one. Ricky, no problem. Thanks for stopping by once again. That was an awesome game yesterday. Just flat out, straight up physical type of game there. And that's the first time in a while, like, that I've covered a Celtics game, and I've clearly seen that the Celtics were not the best team. So that's a wake-up call to them, and they got a lot that they got to work on. And props out to the Thunder there, because they're going to have a very special season, it looks like, for OKC for them, because they completely bore out the Celtics in the fourth quarter, and the Celtics just were able to respond. And that really difficult fourth quarter, I saw something that it was Jaylen Brown, Peyton Pritchard, Derek White. They missed every single field goal they attempted in the fourth quarter. They went 0 for 19 combined in the fourth quarter between those three guys. They can only generate 12 points. That was the fewest amount of points they had scored in over 13 years in a game. RQ, congrats to your team yesterday, bud. That was a really good game yesterday. Anastasia, welcome back in. I like Phoenix for this one today. I was going with Philadelphia. If you asked me in the morning, I would have taken Philadelphia, but Joel Embiid's not playing today, so that's going to be a tall task for Philadelphia coming into this matchup here. Yeah, both of these teams have been underachieving this season. Philadelphia is moving in the right direction, though. Phoenix is at like rock bottom right now. This is just sad for the Suns. Just an absolute disaster. A couple of years ago, they traded for their big three, Durant and Bradley Beal, to team up with Devin Booker in Phoenix, and it's just been really rough this season for them. They are around 12th in offensive efficiency right now in the NBA, but their defense has taken a huge nosedive down for them, ranking 25th in the NBA in defensive efficiency. They started off the season really good. A lot of people in the first 3 weeks were talking about the Phoenix Suns possibly competing for a championship this year. They started off 8-1. They were tied for first place with OKC in the West 2 months ago, back on November 8th. But 2 months later, here we are, January 6th, number 12 in the Western Conference right now. Just really struggling for the Suns. Starts with the defensive side of the floor. Also, Bradley Beal is having a really tough season for him. They already announced the starters for today's game, and this is how bad it's got. Bradley Beal just got benched. So the Suns are going with a different starting lineup today for this game. That's how bad it's gotten in Phoenix, that Bradley Beal has now gotten benched and will be coming off the bench today. He looks like he's completely washed up. A few years ago, he was dropping down 30 points per game before the trade of Phoenix, playing for Washington. Now he's averaging under 18 points per game for Bradley Beal. It's just really sad what's going on or so with these big-name superstar players, that they're just past their peak, past their prime, and this Phoenix Sun team is really, really old. They got rid of Chris Paul a few years ago, but still, they got a lot of guys still up in their 30s playing their last couple of seasons in the NBA, like KD and Bradley Beal. And this is for a team that was expected to compete for a championship, to be a contender right there. This is just embarrassing right now that they're the number 12 team in the Western Conference at this moment. 15-18 for Phoenix. They're one game above Philadelphia in the league standings. Phoenix 5-10 on the road coming into this game. They've lost 4 games straight. Philadelphia 14-19, a 5-9 in their home floor, and they have climbed up. They came off a win against Brooklyn on Saturday, 123-94. This is a surging Philadelphia team. They're 5-2 in their last 7. They started off 3-14. They hit rock bottom without Joel Embiid at a 3-14 start, and then he came back. They started off slow with Embiid, and then Embiid has really progressed. Last 5 games, averaging 30 points per game on 50% shooting. And the last game, he had 28 points in 29 minutes. Unfortunately for Philadelphia tonight, they're without Joel Embiid for this game due to injury. But they've really improved. They're 11-5 in their last 16 games after a 3-14 start for them. So they're surging in the up direction, just outside the play-in at number 11 after their disastrous start. They were like tied with Washington and Toronto 2 months ago at the very bottom of the Eastern Conference, working their way up to now number 11 out in the East, whereas Phoenix, this is all they got to show for in the last month. They have just 3 wins. Here's the 3 wins that they've had. They beat Utah, they beat Portland, and they beat Denver, which the game against Denver was the second game against Denver after they played the first game on December 23rd. They beat them on Christmas. So that's all they have to show for right now. They got smashed against the Pacers on Saturday, lost by 18, 126-108. And yeah, it's really difficult right now for the Phoenix Suns. If Phoenix loses this game without Joel Embiid, it's going to be a nightmare. I mean, that's going to signal rock bottom for this organization if they lose this game tonight for the Phoenix Suns. So this is what we got tonight in national TV game that they got going on here. So this is the one that I'm available to stream for this one here. If you guys are doing this stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. What's good, Ward? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Hit us up in the chat, by the way, who you guys like to win this one here. Suns or Sixers? Going to tip off shortly. Sixers were the favorite on the open of the line. They were a 3.5-point favorite, but Joel Embiid announced out for this game, so all of a sudden it's switched to Phoenix being a 2.5-point favorite coming into this one. Some of the player props for this game, Tyrese Maxey, his player prop hasn't even gone up since the announcement of Joel Embiid being out. Tyrese Maxey, his player prop tonight is over 27.5 points for him. That is, I think, spiked up like a point or two. That is it. He should be capable of dropping down 30 without Embiid in this matchup today. Kevin Durant comes into this one averaging 25.5 points. Or he's averaging 27.6 points per game this season. His player prop calls for the over-under being 25.5. But down the line here, Philadelphia, there's some player props basically to consider before the start of this match if you're a sports betting person out there, specifically Caleb Martin. He had a really good game when I streamed the Sixers on Christmas against the Celtics. He had double-digit points that game, and he's averaging over 9 points per game. His player prop at 9.5. Since Embiid's out for this game, he's one of the key players that's going to have to step up as well for this one. I can even go through and see what these guys' stats are without Embiid this season. Let's see. Martin's averaging right on the dot 9.5 in his career without Embiid. Yep, that's what he's doing this season. And then Maxey at 26.5. I feel like that number's probably bigger though. Yeah, he's capable of dropping 30. He had a rash of 30-point games late November into early December for Maxey. I've got other ones that I took throughout the course of tonight's action here. This is what I've got for my top 5 picks for today. This is the early game, so didn't make any picks over here since I send those picks out to another broadcast group for the radio station that I broadcast, and he has a show that's from 6 to 8 each night or so. That goes from 6 to 8 whenever the Celtics aren't on. We're a Celtics affiliate at the station, so whenever the Celtics play, I just give them those picks so we can run it down right before the start of Celtics pregame. But this is what I got tonight, 7:30 and later for these games for my top 5 picks for tonight. Liking Pascal Siakam on the over, 7.5 rebounds. That is the Pacers, who are in action tonight, taking on the Nets. Brooklyn at the very bottom of the NBA in rebounding this season. Siakam's gone over that player prop, 7.5 rebounds multiple times within like the last couple weeks or so for him. So very well capable of doing that tonight. Tyrese Halliburton over 12.5 rebounds and assists is another one I've had. I saw something crazy that this player prop has hit in the last 10 out of 11 games. It's hit in every single game besides one after the NBA Cup break for Tyrese Halliburton for his over in rebounds plus assists today for Halliburton. He's capable of having around 12, 13 assists against Brooklyn in that game tonight as well. That game is at Brooklyn, so I expect a bunch of points in that one. Indiana at Brooklyn in that matchup. Giannis, 29.5. I got him on the over for this game. He's averaging 32 points per game, number 1 scorer in the league. And they're at Toronto tonight in this game. Bucks just 6-9 on the road. Raptors, 7 out of 8 victories have been on their home floor. They're 7-12, much better team at home. The Bucks are coming off 2 really embarrassing losses, back-to-back losses against Brooklyn and Portland. So this game I expect is going to be close since it's at Toronto. And I'm liking Giannis there to carry his team in that one and have a 30-plus piece tonight. Also loving Damian Lillard as well. Over 23.5 points. He's averaging over 24 points this season. Last 5 games scoring an average of over 30 against Toronto. Just always seems to have the Raptors number in that matchup. So I like Damian Lillard there. I like both Giannis and Dame to combine for over 60 tonight in a victory for Milwaukee at Toronto. And then Victor Wembanyama. Just, he has been on fire. If you haven't seen what he's been doing recently, check him out. He's had some humongous games recently. Took on Denver last 2 games in the weekend. He had a humongous game against Denver, something like 35 and 17 for points and rebounds, and then he followed that up with a 20-point game and 23 rebounds against Denver. Just insane. He had 23 boards against Denver in his last game on Saturday. So I got Wemby over 39.5 points and rebounds combined tonight in what should be a shootout game there. The Spurs are on the road taking on Chicago. There's going to be a lot of points flying off the scoreboard. There's going to be a lot of shots attempted there. So I really like Wemby tonight to dominate against the Bulls. Chicago's had some issues. Cat scored above 40 on Saturday against Chicago. Yeah, best of luck there. Reigns got KD points and assists. Christian, what's good? Welcome in. Tennessee, Florida. I'm going to go Tennessee there. Tennessee has been red hot this year. And then winning it all in the NFL. I said Baltimore at the start of the season, so I'm going to go Baltimore there. So I'll stick to the Ravens. It's that whole AFC. I think it's going to come down to Baltimore and Buffalo. The starters for Kansas City, somebody on Twitter made a good point today that they're going to go into their second round matchup with the starters for Kansas City not even playing a game for like 25 plus days with just resting for them. Like, with that much time off, that could be a bad thing, getting all that time off. It's always good to get rest, but like so much rest where you're rusty, like that could be an issue going into that one. We're about to tip off here. White jerseys, blue numbers, red letters for Philadelphia for tonight's matchup. They're at their home floor at the Wells Fargo Center. Both teams with a disappointing season so far. Philadelphia moving up in the right direction, though, whereas Phoenix is moving backwards. Phoenix purple jerseys, white numbers, white letters for this matchup. Suns going right to left in the court. Philadelphia going left to right as we are other way. The Sixers control the opening tip. Philadelphia starters, Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre Jr., Paul George, Caleb Martin, Gershon Yabusele. That's the starting five, as there's a quick steal here by Tyus Jones for Phoenix. Tyus Jones, Mason Plumlee, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Ryan Dunn, the starting five. Bradley Beal benched for this game. Booker, drive, kick, quarter, three, KD, swoosh. There's a bucket to begin. 30 seconds into action by Kevin Durant. Second possession now for Philadelphia. Philly without Joel Embiid in this matchup here. He is out. Rolled out due to a foot injury around 40 minutes before the start of this game. Here's a three. Take it out the wing. Right down the middle. It goes. Drew for a triple by Gershon Yabusele. Phoenix with their second possession. Tyus Jones crosses the midcourt logo. He's defended by Maxey 101. Slides it off to Booker here at the right wing. Booker. He's guarded by Kelly Oubre Jr. around the perimeter into the hands of Plumlee. Booker got deflected to the backcourt. Picks up the basketball with 5 in the shot clock. Booker drives, kicks out to the wing. Jones takes a three. Missed off the mark, no good. The rebound hauled down by Yabusele for Philadelphia. 3-3 Sixers with possession. George takes up the floor. George at the top. PG slides it out to the left wing. Gershon Yabusele handoff to Oubre. Kelly Oubre drives inside the key. Jumper, mid-range, connects on it. Good for two with a 13-foot J. Philly up 5-3. Jake, welcome back in. He likes the Suns for this one. Feel free to hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win this one tonight here? Philadelphia or Phoenix? Booker bobbled it at the corner. He's defended 1-on-1 by Kelly Oubre Jr. Booker, lob cross court. Tyus Jones takes the three. Near side corner, bricked off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Philadelphia. There was Caleb Martin who came up with a defensive rebound. Maxey up the floor, buries the triple. 8-3 Philly. This dude's been electric this season. Tyrese Maxey stepping up in a huge way this year for Philly. I love his playing style. He plays with such like a pride and passion for him. Just a really, really solid player. Durant at the elbow, bounce pass, Plumlee, kick out, corner, Booker. Booker at the elbow, jumper, deep two, came off the rim, short rebound, pulled down by Yabusele. Philadelphia with possession, up by 5 here for the Sixers. Maxey, crossover, drives on Durant, circles around, his pass deflected, intercepted inside the Keto by Plumlee. Phoenix with possession. Mason Plumlee, top of the free throw circle, outside finds Ryan Dunn. Bounce pass over to Durant. Durant with a load of points scored so far this game. Booker struggling to get things going on early on. Booker at the left wing. Shot clock down to 5. Dribbles up. A tough shot. No good to get off the mark. And another rebound hauled in by Gershon Yabusele. Caleb Martin out to the corner. Oubre up, fake drives right past Durant, right to the cup, and he throws it down with a two-hand flush. 10-3 for Philly, and a timeout taken on the floor by Phoenix. This would be rock bottom right here for the Phoenix Suns if they lose this game. No Joel Embiid. And within the last hour, the Philadelphia 76ers were, at the time, at 6 p.m., a 3.5-point favorite. That line completely reversed the Phoenix being a 2.5-point favorite right at tip-off because of the announcement of Joel Embiid not playing in a really slow start right now for the Suns. 10-3 Philadelphia, leading this game without Joel Embiid right out of the gate. Alright, first time out. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. And Devin Booker, really rough start right now. This dude's an Olympian, Team USA, and just relying way too heavily upon contested shots in the mid-range for Devin Booker and just not able to get those shots to begin right now. Durant's got the lone made bucket off a three from the corner. And this Phoenix Suns squad is making it look just so difficult with a shot selection that they're going through so far. Just, they cannot connect with it. 4 points by Kelly Oubre Jr., 3 by Maxey, 3 by Yabusele with 3 rebounds. Yeah, I'm going to go Josh Allen there. I believe Lamar Jackson actually has better stats than Josh Allen, but based on like the weapons and stuff that surrounds the two quarterbacks, I would go with, in my opinion, Josh Allen right there, because coming into the season, he lost Stephon Diggs, and actually for Buffalo, that made them better because it provided more balance to spread around the football to everybody instead of feeding like the main superstar receiver. So able to spread that football around to a bunch of different guys in the team, whereas Baltimore brought in Derrick Henry in the offseason, but they got a really good pass catching running back too out of the backfield with Justice Hill as well. And then they have solid receivers on that team too, plus Mark Andrews at the tight end spot. So yeah, I like Josh Allen based on like coming into the season, the fact that they were thought that they would take like a little bit of a step back coming into the season without Stephon Diggs, and they actually got better because it led to Josh Allen basically making everybody else better around him by spreading around that football. I'll give you a game that's going to be entertaining tonight. That game will be the Spurs at Bulls. That's going to be a race to 130. Whoever wins that game is or whoever reaches 130 first is going to win that game. So yeah, I can see some of these are probably going to be blowouts. I'm shocked to see that the Knicks are an 11.5-point favorite against the Magic, but there's a couple of electric games tonight to look forward to. Clippers at T-Wolves has potential to be one as well, but that Spurs Bulls game at 8 o'clock, that should be a really good game tonight. Hey, what's good, Jeffrey? Welcome in. No problem, man. Thanks for joining in, and I'm going to keep you in my thoughts and prayers, man. Hopefully everything goes well tomorrow with your appointment there, bud. Back to action right now, 10-3, as Phoenix has possession. Booker outside finds Tyus Jones. Jones around the perimeter as he lost it in the backcourt. Deflected off Paul George, though. Oh, no, it wasn't deflected off Paul George. He lost it straight up off the crossover. So that's a turnover charge to Tyus Jones. He completely just lost the handle. Struggling season for Mike Budenholzer. 15-18 in his first season in Phoenix. This Suns team, with all the big names, just hitting rock bottom for them. 25th in defensive rating. They've only posted 3 victories in the last month. Wide open 3. No good off the rim. Missed off the mark there by Philadelphia by Oubre. It was Plumlee who came away with a defensive rebound. Booker at the top of the key. He's working on George. Bounce pass to his right off to Tyus Jones. Outside finds Booker. 8 minutes left to go. Booker back outside to Jones. Kicked ball violation. Charge to Philly. Hey, what's good, Bradley? Welcome back in, man. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, Jake. Yeah, my parents are also on that, too. And it took a while for my family to get theirs, too, but they finally did. Caleb Martin, drive, kick out to the corner. Gershon Yabusele off the rim, no good. Tipped around, offensive rebound control by Oubre inside the paint, and he scores up and in with a putback. Really good start here by Kelly Oubre Jr. No Joel Embiid for this game, and right now a 9-point lead, and Oubre answering the bell. Jumper, mid-range, Booker. He has missed 2 shots, make it 3 from the mid-range. Tapped over to Martin for the defensive rebound. Phoenix in the 4-minute-plus scoring drought, trying to take ISO ball, contested Jays from the mid-range. Bounce pass, off the roll down. Yabusele throws it down with a 2-hitter flush. The Phoenix Suns right now should be ashamed of themselves. 14-3. This is just sad. Top of the key, Tyus Jones lobbed it Durant, deflected. Oubre almost came up with a steal. Back over to Jones. Slides it across the floor off to KD. When I was talking about the Celtics looking quite old against the youth movement team of the Thunder, this right here is the definition of old. The Phoenix Suns. 2 words right there. This is old basketball. Very old team. Players way past their primes. Washed up dudes on this team. And this is just flat out sad. Just a really sad season for Phoenix, hitting rock bottom for a team that was thought to contend in the Western Conference. Starting off like this right now, 14-3 off the drive. They missed the layup, shoved in by Plumlee, good for 2 off the putback. That's the second basket of today's game with 6:40 remaining in the first quarter. Maxey, he only has 3 outside. Yabusele open 3 off the back rim, no good. Plumlee collects the defensive rebound. Both teams in 2 opposite directions. 5-2 in their last 7 for Philadelphia. Phoenix 3-14. And the jumper's no good, rattled out. That was a 3-14 start for Phoenix. Phoenix after an 8-1 or a 3-14 start for Philadelphia. Phoenix is 3-10 in their last 13 after an 8-1 start. Stripped of the ball was Beal and got kicked by Philadelphia. It will stay Phoenix basketball. 6:03 remaining. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. 14-5, midway through the opening quarter. Tyus Jones, top of the key. Nurkic on the floor first time tonight. Outside of Beal. He got benched to start off this game. Did not get the start. Beal blew the layup, tipped off the glass, missed by Nurkic, rebounded by Philadelphia. Caleb Martin on the floor with Yabusele, Maxey, Paul George, and Kelly Oubre Jr. The starting 5 is all out there for Philadelphia. Maxey pulls up, deep range 3 from the parking lot. He delivers. Bang, bang by Tyrese Maxey. He just has that it factor for him. He is hungry, and he loves to play basketball. That dude plays with a passion and a pride out there for Maxey. Missed shot from the corner by Tyus Jones. He is not known as a perimeter shooter. Crossover behind his back, George out to the top. Yabusele, Oubre, hand off around the perimeter off to Caleb Martin. Step back 3 in the air. Keep off the rim. Short rebound hauled in by Tyus Jones. Phoenix down by 12 already. 5 minutes left to go in the first. The lob goes over to Durant. Durant better drop 40 if they want to have a crack at this game. Jones outside Booker off to his teammate Beal. Beal backs his way inside the key. Bradley Beal dish outside Durant. 5 of the shot clock. Too much dribbling. Jumper baseline. Beal swash. Good extra pass right there by KD. Bradley Beal able to hit it before the buzzer went off the shot clock. 17-7. Maxey backs his way at the right wing. Brings along a double team. Now he's working one-on-one on Tyus Jones. Across the floor, it goes to Martin. Caleb Martin on top, moves it over to Paul George. George at the elbow, backs his way on Beal. George, one-on-one, a fall away over Beal. Rainbow, got it! 2 dudes well past their prime, but it's Paul George who's able to knock it down over the dude that's washed up. 19-7, 4:10 left to go in the first. Nurkic dribbles, drives, inside, stripped of the basketball. And Philadelphia picks up a reach-and follow with Yabusele. And Bradley Beal completely looks washed up there. Absolutely washed up. Got benched before the start of this game. Did not start this game. And holy smokes. Like 4 years ago, he was averaging 30 with Washington, and now he's averaging under 18. Just a major disaster for the Bradley Beal trade. Inbound goes to Beal. Beal with 2 so far, top of the key. As he drives at Yabusele at the elbow. Bounce pass underneath. Nurkic puts it up. Nurkic gets followed by Oubre. And this will be 2 shots coming up here by Phoenix. Randy, what's good? Welcome in, man. Bradley Beal. He looks like he's washed up. Like, soon to be following Klay Thompson. Yeah, Russell Wilson has reinvented himself. That's a good sign to see right there. I wasn't even sure if he was going to step on the field based that he was injured starting off this season, and Justin Fields kept on picking up wins. Nurkic buries both of them, 19-9. Under 4 minutes left to go in the first here. Reggie Jackson on the floor for Philly, first time tonight. There's no Joel Embiid out here. Philadelphia with a 10-point lead. Embiid not playing tonight due to injury. I mean, I get this. If this was the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Houston Rockets scored 9 points in the first quarter, but this is not. This is Philadelphia, and they've been more of like a mid-pack defensive unit for them this season as a shot goes down inside the key, good for 2. And Kelly Oubre Jr. keeps on producing, just made a jumper. He is up to 8 points right now. But only 9 points currently. Nurkic able to maneuver his way inside the low post, and he scores the layup. 21-11, approaching 3 minutes left to go in the first. Yabusele slides it off to George. Paul George jacks up the 3 off the back of no good. Offensive rebound tracked down by Yabusele. George dribbles up inside the key as he's double-teamed. Gets it out to the corner. Here's a 3, taken by Oubre, rattled out. Nurkic collects the defensive rebound. They get numbers here, 5 and 4. Up the court for Phoenix as Durant drives, attacks inside the paint. That's 23 for the Suns here who shoot free throws. Yeah, quite smaller than KD. That's Monty Morris. Both of them similar hairstyles, though. We're going to take the timeout right now. 21-11. 2:52 left to go in the first. Yes. Yeah, firing Jerron Mayo there. I talked about that yesterday on my stream. Bob Kraft, he talked about that he takes full accountability for that today. And yeah, ownership puts Jerron Mayo in a terrible position, just not spending on any players that were like superstar players or like a solid offensive line or any sort of weapons that's on the Patriots to help out quarterback Drake May. It's a shame. Just so sad. All that cap space, and Bob Kraft just wasn't budging to spend it. And hopefully they go out and they get a bunch of star players in the offseason and get offensive linemen, weapons that Drake May can have to throw to, because these wide receivers that he's throwing to are all on, like, place him on another NFL team, and these guys are wide receiver 4, wide receiver 5. These guys aren't your 1, 2, or 3 options on any other starting unit of an NFL team. Yeah, what a nightmare it is for the Giants. That's a huge mistake. Huge mistake to keep Brian Dable. Like, they're just wrecking their team every year. Yeah, hopefully Robert Saleh can become defensive coordinator of the Patriots. It's either going to be Mike Vrabel or Ben Johnson is in consideration. So finally, Bob Kraft is actually going to do the interview process. So it's not like there's just one key head coach, which is Mike Vrabel. I like that he's got an interview process going on because last year there was no interview process. It was just Jerron Mayo's going to be named the next successor of Bill Belichick and the new head coach. No interview process to see if you're a hired qualified candidate. So it's going to come down to who's going to be the hired qualified candidate. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be Mike Vrabel. And very optimistic there for a turnaround. That is for sure. Yeah, Salah should be the defensive coordinator. They should look into that. But I'm stunned that DeMarcus Covington, the defensive coordinator, hasn't been fired yet. But Alex Van Pelt, the offensive coordinator, has. And that's going to be a severe issue towards the development of Drake May. Remember what happened when Mac Jones, they went from Josh McDaniels to Matt Patricia as offensive coordinator. And he went from being a Pro Bowl player to just regressing and being off the team within a 3-year span at quarterback. Just lost all his confidence. Free throws are good here at the line for Phoenix. 21-13 as Monty Morris sends him boat down. Philadelphia with possession. Jeff Dowden, former URI Ram, on the court, number 11. George, jumper, deep 2, off the rim, short. Nurkic collects the defensive rebound. Yeah, I saw that. Doug Peterson got fired as well this morning. Monty Morris, top of the key, slides it off to Durant. Durant backs his way, jumper over George, no good, skipped around the rim and out. Rebound controlled by Oubre. Oubre's playing hungry right now in this game. Kelly Oubre around the perimeter, guarded by Durant, drives in Durant, crossover for George. George, floater over Durant, missed off the mark, no good. Battle for the rebound, tipped up to Nurkic here for the defensive rebound. KD at the top of the key. 2 minutes left to go in the first. This first quarter's had just zero flow to it right now. Phoenix very lucky that they're hanging on in this game despite just 13 points. Durant only got 3 off a made 3. That ball got poked loose around the perimeter. He's going to launch 3 in the shot clock. Durant dribbles up, jumper, tough one at the elbow, skidded off the rim, no good. A rebound controlled by Philadelphia. Sixers with possession. Jeff Dowden up the floor. Number 30, Adam Bona, the center from UCLA, came up with a defensive rebound outside to Reggie Jackson. Moves it off to Oubre. Jumper inside the key, around the rim and out. Nurkic collects the defensive board. Nobody can buy a bucket right now. 1:20 left to go in the first. Nurkic around the perimeter. Hounded by Adam Bona. On the outside to Monty Morris. Morris, left corner. Morris stuck in the corner, off to Nurkic, outside to the top, deflected, intercepted by Paul George, jumped the route right in front of KD, comes out with a steal and smashes it through with a right-handed dunk. Poor possession there by Phoenix. That was read out perfectly by Paul George. Everybody in the building could have read that pass. It was going to go directly to Kevin Durant at the top. Durant gets double. Durant seeing double, out of bounds, deflected off of Philly. Man, KD, like 4 years ago, that series, the Nets against the Celtics, when the Celtics swept the Nets in 4, and KD was saying that he was seeing double. It's looking like that way so far this game, and he's getting zero help as well from Booker and Beal. Right baseline dribble, Grayson Allen circles around, back out to the perimeter. Grayson Allen hoists up a prayer, and he hits it. That was Jordan Poole, YMCA style. Except there wasn't Porzingis out in front to block it. That time he just hoisted up a leaner of a 3 and drilled it. Final 20 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Paul George, edge of the midcourt logo. 5 in the shot clock. Top of the key, George steps into a 3 over Allen. Off the mark, no good. Deflected off to Grayson Allen for the defensive rebound. Final possession. That was close to a backcourt violation. The referees let him play. Durant, kick out, corner 3. Beal, way off the mark, no good. Missed the corner 3. And Philadelphia collects the rebound at the buzzer. We close out the end of the first. Yikes. I have streamed now around 20 plus games this season. For NBA games, like 20, 25, 30 games. That first quarter was brutal. That had zero flow to it. Yeah, that looked like it was a backcourt violation completely. This first quarter had zero flow to it. There's guys all over the place just jacking up shots. Contested shot after contested shot for Phoenix. Wow. 23-16. This is a major wake-up call right now for the Suns. Like, they're going to be the talk about tomorrow. Unless there's another NFL head coach that gets fired for the NFL tomorrow. This Phoenix Suns team is going to be the next talk about tomorrow by the national media. Absolutely sad. 16 points in the first quarter. 3 by KD. And KD hit that three-point shot to lead the game 3-0. He hit that three-point shot in the first 30 seconds. He got held scoreless in the final 11 and a half minutes in the quarter. 4 points by Nurkic, 2 by Beal and Monty Morris. Grayson Allen has 3. Bradley Beal coming off the bench today as he got benched, not starting this game. Devin Booker, nothing. No points, 8 minutes, 0 for 4 from the floor. What in the world happened to this so-called elite level shot-making team that we've seen in past years has just completely crumbled? Kelly Oubre Jr., 8 points, 6 by Maxey, 5 by Yabusele. He's got 4 rebounds and 4 points by Paul George. And there's no Joel Embiid. No Joel Embiid today as he is out. And yet the Sixers are up by 7. Marcio, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you here for being a part of the stream. I believe that's Portuguese. Welcome in from Portugal or Azores or Brazil, wherever you're from. Feel free to keep on joining in there, man. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. I saw that the Bears are interested in interviewing the Giants offensive coordinator for their head coach. Just, wow. That just sums up the organization in its total. Mike Kafka drawing head coaching interest, the offensive coordinator for the New York Giants. The Bears put in a request to interview the offensive coordinator, Giants assistant head coach Mike Kafka, and also the Saints 2 hours ago. Like, how is he on anybody's like interview bucket list? Like, the Giants were one of the worst teams out there this year in the league. Corner jumper by Beal missed off the mark to start off the second quarter. Caleb marching up the floor, finds Maxey. Maxey backs his way on Monty Morris. Back to the perimeter, sends it off to Jackson. Reggie Jackson, Tyrese Maxey. Number 19 for Philadelphia with Justin Edwards in a two-way contract, a rookie out of Kentucky, and then Adam Bona. That's the 5 players on the floor now. Maxey missed the shot. Bona, offensive rebound. Couldn't get the putback as he got tapped over to Grayson Allen for the defensive rebound. Grayson Allen, Yusuf Nurkic, Monty Morris, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker. That's the 5 on the floor. Phoenix, with that lineup right now, should be able to cut this lead. If not, this is just sad. KD is currently on the bench. Wide open 3, Morris. Missed it off the mark, away from the basketball, foul. Yeah, Patriots are going to see if they can interview Ben Johnson. And bad pass by Booker results in a turnover. Caleb Martin came up with a steal. Euro step up the floor, and he got fouled by Grayson Allen. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work, like, when they would go and interview him. So they have the first round bye, so it's probably going to be like this week, most likely. Like, the end of this week into, like, early next week, probably. Because they actually do have some time since Detroit has that first round bye. First one's good. by Caleb Martin. Hey, what's good? Hockey from home. Welcome back in. Second one missed off the mark. Battle for this rebound collected by Phoenix. Devin Booker drives inside the paint, jumper, mid-range, and he finally drills one. So good by Book for 2. Gets his team winning 6 right now. That's his first 2 points in this game now. Maxey, wide open jumper off to Reggie Jackson, who bricked it off the back rim. Phoenix looking to cut it right here. Booker at the low block. Outside, moves it off to Monty Morris. Back into the hands to Booker. Left wing perimeter, 10 in the shot clock. Devin Booker finds Morris, drives, attacks the hoop, floats to the runner, swoosh, got it to go, good for 2. It's a 4-point game. And yeah, this is exactly what they need to do because Philadelphia, without Joel Embiid on the floor, to get a couple of youngsters into the game. That's one of them who soars up high, throws it down with a jam. Number 30 for Philly, that is Adam Bona, a rookie out of UCLA. They have 2 rookies playing together right now on the floor, number 30 and number 19, Justin Edwards, the other rookie out of Kentucky. Missed shot altered at the rim as it was Philadelphia was able to alter the layup attempt by Booker. Quick 3 missed off the floor by Maxey. Edwards came up with an offensive rebound, though. Maxey outside finds Edwards, tees up a 3, got it. Rattled in by the rookie, Justin Edwards. 29-20. 4th 3 of the game for Philly. Phoenix just 2 for 7 from the perimeter. Booker. Only 2 points for Book so far. D-Book takes the 3 straight away. Off the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Adam Bona for Philadelphia. And Philly will slow it down. Caleb Martin. Wide open jumper and an offensive foul charge to Philadelphia. It's on to Adam Bona. It will go back to Phoenix. Yeah, so what I heard is if the Patriots hire Mike Vrabel as their new head coach, he plans to keep most of the staff for the Patriots, but if Ben Johnson gets the head coaching job, then it's going to be a complete overhaul, and it's going to be a bunch of new coaches coaching the Patriots next year at different positions. Floater is good. That is Oso Ighodaro from Marquette. He's a rookie who just scored in the runner for Phoenix. 29-22. Around 8 minutes left to go in the first as Martin attacks to the rack. No good. Missed a wild shot from point-blank range. Booker at the top. Outside finds Allen. Up fake. Grayson Allen over to his right outside of Booker here. Booker dribbles up to the elbow. Wide open jumper. They'll not give it to him, though. It's an offensive foul charge to Phoenix. It's on to Oso Ighodaro. And it will go back to Philadelphia. This is just all out of sorts right now. This Phoenix offense is gotten 0 rhythm, 0 flow. It was Oso Ighodaro who committed the offensive foul, the rookie from Marquette, and we're going to take a timeout here on the floor. Timeout by Philadelphia, 29-22, 7:46 left to go before half. Holy smokes, this game right now is just... There's nothing really clicking. Like, usually there's, like, a lot of, like, explosive plays in all these games. We're just, like... Man, it's real choppy right now. Yeah, Steelers having a rough close to the season. Yeah, they look like they're the Eagles of last year. Baltimore's laying a 10 right now on the line against Pittsburgh. This Pittsburgh team comes just inching their way to the playoffs. 4 straight losses, been non-competitive in 3 of those games. multiple possession losses against Philly, Baltimore, and KC. And then they lost by 2 against Cincinnati. Yeah, can't score. That's an issue, especially for a team that prides itself on defense. But if the defense is surrendering like 3 touchdowns a game or so, then it's over. Like if their opponent reaches 20, the game's over. If Pittsburgh can't score, that's been the issue. Pittsburgh, last 4 games hasn't surpassed 17. 13-17, 10-17. That's what they scored in the last 4. Yeah, I just saw that. Thanks for the update there, Christian. So defensive coordinator. Well, that was supposed to happen. I thought at one point during the season, you got Joe Burrow putting up historic numbers, and he doesn't make the playoffs. Like, that is unheard of. A quarterback that's putting up just insane passing yardage numbers, and his team keeps on losing games because the defense gives up 40-plus points. 30, 40-plus point games constantly. It's an issue. That should have been addressed some point during the season or so. They had an issue, I think like a couple of years ago. Their offensive line was a huge problem, and then they decided to fire the coach like midway in the season. Yeah, no way. No way the Steelers are going to win that game. Baltimore's playing red hot right now, too. Tyrese Maxey gets the inbound pocket pass off to Yabusele. Puts up the shot, no good. Offensive rebound on a triple team, and he got clobbered and fouled. Right from behind, number 0 for Phoenix. It's Ryan Dunn, who got the start tonight. Picked up the shooting foul. And this will be 2 shots coming up on the line for Gershon Yabusele. They're going to give that one to Josh Okogie. So Okogie and Dunn were both very close next to Yabusele in the area. First one's good. Second one offline, no good. Okogie picks up the defensive rebound. 8-point game currently. Devin Booker, only 2 points for him so far. Bounce past Josh Okogie. Shovel pass down low. Oh, Iguodaro throws it down with a 2-hand jam. Making it to a 6-point game right now. Tyrese Maxey looking to see if he can start to take over. Finds Yabusele around the perimeter. Jumper inside. Akeem missed off the mark by Philly. That was by Ricky Council IV. And year number 2 from Arkansas. Corner jumper. Josh Okogie lights it up and drills it. 3-point game right now. They're getting a spark off the bench. Number 2 for Phoenix. Lighting it up. Josh Okogie recently. Maxey at the left wing. Maxey working on Monty Morris. On the outside, it's off to Yabusele. Handoff back to Maxey. Maxey towards his left. Fires a 3. Halfway down. Rattled out as Dunn collects the defensive rebound. Phoenix with possession. Dribble. Drive. Down the lane. Inside. It's good in the layup. Ryan Dunn scores the bucket. He's a rookie out of Virginia. 1-point game all of a sudden right now. Council, tough shot, no good off the back rim. A rebound collected by Booker. As we are midway through the second quarter, Devin Booker only with 2 downhill to the rim, and he gets tied up. It's going to be a jump ball here at the free throw circle. Number 19 for Philly. Forcing the tie-up with Justin Edwards. We're seeing a lot of rookies in this game, and these guys are like making statements out there. Whereas we've got rookies, and then we've got big names with superstar players supposedly past their prime looking like, but not much. There's been just no player that's really been able to break away in this game for Phoenix. KD with 3. And that was in the first minute of the game that he drilled that 3. Booker's only got 2, and Beal has just 2 as well. Bounce pass out to the corner. Kelly Oubre Jr. as Philadelphia won that tip. Oubre down low, missed a shot. Tip in opportunity, no good, but Oubre will head to the free throw line as he got fouled. It's on Oso Iguodaro who picked up the shooting foul. Let's see here. We've got Ryan Dunn, Oso Iguodaro. 2 rookies for Phoenix who have played in this game. Plus, on the other side for Philly, Justin Edwards, Adam Bona. Both of those guys are rookies who have played. And then Ricky Council in his second season. So we're seeing just a bunch of young guys playing this game so far. Both of the shots good for Philly. There's one guy that's been a difference maker. That has been Kelly Oubre Jr. Double digits for him right now. Leading scorer, he has got 10. Maxey with 6. 2 assists by Maxey. Booker finds a Koji. Koji drives on George, right baseline dribble, lost the handle of the basketball. Maxey tried to tie him up, couldn't get to that basketball though. Out to the corner, Koji jacks up a 3, well off the rim. And the rebound controlled by Oubre. Oubre's pass up the floor, bobbled by Maxey, intercepted by Booker. Booker, just 2 points for him so far, sends it out to the wing. Iguodaro takes a 3 off the back rim, no good. Tough shot. He had a lot of court space too to work with, and he just jacks up a uncontested 3 instead of driving up to potentially an open hoop. Off balance shot. George off the mark, no good. Tipped over to Oubre, missed off the mark, and a rebound collected for the defense by Iguodaro. 32-29 with under 5 left to go before halftime. This game has got just a bunch of misses, very choppy, not much flow. Monty Morris around the perimeter. He is guarded by Yabusele. Morris towards his left, outside finds Iguodaro. Off balance runner. That's not even close. That was done number 0 off that off balance runner. Wow, that looked like it was like a video game glitch there. Like he set it off liftoff and kind of hit the rim awkwardly. Maxey, just 6 for him so far tonight at the top. A wide open 3. Yabusele hits it. 35-29. That's one of the best shots we've seen all game. Philadelphia 5 for 16 from 3. It's only 31%. Phoenix just 3 for 11. Even worse, 27%. And a timeout taken on the floor by Phoenix. 3:53 left before halftime. A player that was once out of the league, Gershon Yabusele, has more points now than everybody in this game besides his own teammate Kelly Oubre Jr. 10 points by Oubre, 9 by Yabusele. Just sad for Phoenix. Yabusele has more points combined than Kevin Durant, 3 points. Devin Booker, 2 points. Bradley Beal, 2 points. That's sad. 8 points by the trio for Phoenix between Durant, Beal, and Booker. Whereas Gershon Yabusele himself has 9. Yeah, that is for sure. This game is pretty ragged indeed. Holy smokes. I've streamed so many games within the last couple weeks or so. I can't remember there was a game that was this bad. If the shots weren't dropping, it was because of physicality and really strong defense. Like, those games would consist of teams like Oklahoma City and Houston. But this is just bad basketball being displayed here by Phoenix. Taking contested shot after contesting shot and missing it. Like, that ball is not moving at all. It's just stuck right now. Philadelphia, 6 assists. Actually got 8 assists for Phoenix. But And the shot selection's been horrific. There was a play that Iguodala had like a 2-on-1 in the fast break. He decides to jack up a 3 uncontested, whereas he looked like he should have had like an open driving lane to lay it up and in. Blazers lead the Pistons tonight 47-38. Cade Cunningham looking really good recently. He's got 15 in that first half for Detroit. They're just one game away from being 500 right now. They're 17-18 for the Pistons. Pacers lead the Nets 13-12. Knicks up against the Magic 17-14. Bucks up against the Raptors 14-13. Been a rough game so far. Philadelphia 35% shooting. Phoenix 34%. 5 for 19 in the first quarter ever since their 6 for 15 for Phoenix. Philadelphia started 10 for 22 in the opening quarter. They're only 3 for 15 since, though, for the Sixers. Booker swings it inside. Durant, that's the Phoenix Suns we know. Up and in off the glass. Good for the bucket and the foul. Best play all game we've seen offensively for Phoenix. Great play drawn up the inbound. Booker had it near side corner. Swung it off to a cutting Durant. Able to beat Caleb Martin by a step plus the foul. The free throw rattled out. 4-point game. Maxey crosses midcourt. Maxey on the floor with Oubre, Paul George, Yabusele, Martin, George at the right elbow. George backs his way. 1-on-1 working on Beal. Jumper, 18-footer straight away. Missed off the rim. The rebound collected by Iguodala. Iguodala, KD, Beal, Booker, and Tyus Jones. The 5 on the floor for Phoenix. Iguodala towards his left, hand off Booker. 12 on the timer here for Phoenix. Booker at the top of the key. Taking on Yabusele playing iso ball. Now guarded by Maxey. Lobs it over to Iguodala for the shot clock. Has to go outside Booker. Booker, 1 on the timer. Contested 3 over Maxey. No good off the rim. Short rebound collected by Oubre. Another poor possession with the entire shot clock used. Oubre stripped of the basketball. Lost it. Stole away. Durant will slow it down. And they had some numbers up the floor. Decided not to push it. Wide open 3 by Tyus Jones. Nothing but net. He sinks it. It's a 1-point game right now. 35-34, some production on the Tyus Jones currently. Not usually known as a go-to scorer, but that's a big jumper right there for him. Right back, Caleb Martin knocks down the 3. This dude knows how to burn teams in the past when you leave him open from the perimeter. Did exactly just that. 6 made 3 the game by Philly. Phoenix has made 4 threes. Booker finds Jones, dribbles, attacks to the low block. Bounce pass Booker. Booker, dribble, drive, right down the lane inside. He blew the open layup. Trying to slice defenders to the cup. Yabusele, the closest defender there around the area, but Booker making it look to go in for the double clutch between 2 players. Just way too hard right there, and he missed it. And then an air ball sent by Yabusele. Oh, my. Some good plays recently that we've seen the best plays in this game, and then after that, we've seen a couple really, really poor plays follow. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. And yeah, this is one of these games, like, don't see this too often where both of these teams deserve to lose. Holy smokes. Just in the recent history of sports, to jog my memory back, like, from what I've seen in my very own eyes or what I've streamed or covered, the last time I can remember something of this equivalent was that Patriots-Dolphins game back in October, where the kickers for both of those teams were constantly missing field goals because none of those teams wanted to win that game, and the Dolphins ended up winning it. Durant just threw down the right-handed hammer. 38-36 now. Philly on the outside. Yabusele, wide open three. Swoosh. Buries another one. Nobody there defensively for Phoenix. Bad communication. Who to take Yabusele on an uncontested three all day. And the world has set his feet. Wide open three from the corner. Beal got it. 41-38. 41-39 right now. Final minute left to go before halftime. Paul George slides it over to Maxey. Maxey's been silent so far as a scorer. Maxey dribbles up, drives inside the key. Maxey attacks the rack. Maxey gets it to go, up and good with a layup. That was nice there. Waited for his moment, and he got his moment as that door tried to close for Phoenix, but not enough as Maxey was able to thread the needle. Nurkic clobbered on his way up as he'll shoot two here at the line. It's on Yabusele who picks up the shooting foul. 38 seconds left to go. First one, no good. Nurkic off the back rim, missed the free throw. Second shot by Nurkic, right down the middle. 43-40. 35 seconds left to go before the end of the second quarter. Maxey drives, kicks out to the wing. Extra pass made by Oubre. Swoosh. A made three by Paul George from the perimeter off the extra pass by Oubre with an assist. That ball is starting to pop right now for Philly. Tyus Jones, 5-second differential shot clock and game clock to close out the end of the second quarter. His runner, kiss off the glass, scores up and in off the backboard. Now the shot clock's turned off. Philadelphia final possession. Maxey crosses the midcourt logo. Tyrese Maxey dribbles, drives inside. Maxey no good. Left the layup short. Rebound onto the pack. Durant. 2 seconds left. Durant at the buzzer. No good. Off the back rim as we close out at the end of the first half. It's Philadelphia 46, Phoenix 42. Really rough start with these two teams tonight. Not much flow offensively in this game. It hasn't even been like great defense or anything. It's just been players taking a lot of tough shots. Just off balance, off time looks. A lot of difficult shots that have been contested throughout this entire game, and they keep on missing contested shots on both sides of the floor. 4-point lead for Philadelphia. Philly's got a couple players here who's had a strong game. Gershon Yabusele left open multiple times from the perimeter. 12 points today by Yabusele. 3 made threes in 17 minutes and 6 rebounds. 10 points by Kelly Oubre Jr. He has 8 rebounds. He has come out and set the tone. He's hungry tonight for Kelly Oubre Jr. Tyrese Maxey with just 8. Paul George has 7, and then 4 by Caleb Martin. So those are the key players so far in this one for Philadelphia, whereas they only have 5 combined bench points. Justin Edwards with 3, Adam Bona with 2. On the other side, Phoenix doing a really good job with balance. It's just nobody's been able to take over this game for the Suns right now. 7 points by KD. He is the leading scorer for Phoenix. But Devin Booker, rough game for him. 1 for 10 shooting, 2 points by Booker. And Bradley Beal has 5 points on 2 for 5 shooting from the floor. Yeah, Phoenix has 11 different scores, but nobody has taken over this game. Yeah, just by the percentages it says, like 38% for Phoenix and Philly. Philly's shooting a tad better, 38.6% for Philly, and then 38.1% for Phoenix. Yeah, Jared McCain's still out, so it looks like he So he's still out indefinitely due to a meniscus tear. He was having a really good season, too. Yeah, he was rookie of the month, October/November. Got out to a really solid start this year for him out of Duke. I think they did that recently. Yep, they posted that today. So Philadelphia, before this game, they posted around 4:30 this afternoon. So Jared McCain got a visit from his team, and they celebrated before the start of this game as he underwent successful surgery. Yeah, just crushing for him. He was doing a really good job out there. Blazers up against the Pistons 60-51. Pacers Nets tied up at 22. Knicks lead Magic 28-24. At the end of the first, Bucks up against the Raptors 28-19. Spurs at Bulls. That game will tip off any minute. That should be a shootout tonight. There's 3 games tonight at the top of the hour. Mavs at Grizzlies start at 8, and alongside Clippers at T-Wolves. So 3 more games tip off top of the hour here, like any minute from now. Not much for the slate for college hoops either. Wisconsin leads Rutgers 45-37. That's the only power conference game going on right now. TCU will tip off against number 14 ranked Houston at around 9 p.m. and Ohio State will take on Minnesota at 9. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. Appreciate everybody for joining in for this one today. And this stream is also sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a subscription sharing platform that allows users to access subscription sharing services at a lower cost by sharing accounts. Use my promo code EJPMU for referral over on the GamesGo site. The link for GamesGo is posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers shared premium subscriptions for a lower monthly price to websites such as Canva Pro, Duolingo, Grammarly, Deezer, DeepL, Perplexity AI, and Crunchyroll. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 5 years. Yeah, this game has, like, no flow into it. Really just low shooting percentages all around. Stunning that the big name guys for Phoenix, KD, Devin Booker, haven't been able to go off yet. And pouring their points for a team that has a bunch of star firepower on it. But with that star firepower big three, they're not ranked inside the top 10 in offensive efficiency. Nor their defense either. Their defense is ranked at 25th in the entire league this year. That's been a major part of the problem, is their defense has taken a gigantic nosedive down this year for Phoenix. Yeah, they're going to be the talk of the national media. If they can't win this game tonight, this is really bad for the Suns. They have their big three available for this game. Bradley Beal gets benched before the start of this game. And then no Joel Embiid for Philadelphia, yet Philly is a 4-point lead right now. This is as bad as it gets, hitting rock bottom as a team. Things start off really well for Phoenix. They started off 8-1. They were tied for first place 2 months ago with Oklahoma City. They were tied for first place out in the West. And then 2 months later, they dropped all the way back to the number 12 place team in the Western Conference. This is going to be a telling month for Phoenix here, because if they start to lose these games, then good luck when they get into the harder games in their schedule. That's the thing. This is what they got. If they start to lose some of these games, then there's major question marks. They're at Charlotte tomorrow. That's the second night of a back-to-back at Charlotte, which has lost a bunch of games for them. They still are, wow, they're still on a losing streak right now. Charlotte hasn't won a game since December 8th. So Charlotte's going into that game without a win in the last month. Charlotte's lost 10 straight games. That's who the Suns have next tomorrow, second night of a back-to-back. After that, the Hawks, the Jazz, the Hornets again, the Hawks, Wizards, and Pistons. And then January 20th, they have the Cavs. Like, that's the first real wake-up call game there. Detroit's playing around 500 ball right now, though. And Atlanta has been a sneaky good team this season. So those are going to be two tough games against Atlanta. A road game at Detroit's going to be a tough one. And if they end up losing these games twice against, they get 2 games against Charlotte, they get a game against Utah, get a game against Washington, winning the next 2 weeks, then, I mean, that's tough. Oof. Wow, they got a brutal schedule come March. Never mind, the Suns haven't played the Celtics yet. Brutal schedule come March. Denver, Dallas, Memphis, Houston, Sacramento, the LA Lakers, Raptors, Bulls. Oh, here's a stretch right here. March 21 through, oof, wow, how they close out the season. March 21 and beyond. This is what they got. March 21 and beyond. After that Chicago game of March 19th, the Cavs, Bucks, Celtics, T-Wolves, Rockets, Bucks, Celtics, Knicks, Warriors, Thunder, Spurs, Kings. Where are they going to get a win out of that one? Sacramento, Sunday, April 13. That's a road game at Sacramento. I don't know. Both of those teams are basically next to each other in the standings. The Kings are actually in 11th ahead of Phoenix right now. If Phoenix can't get themselves together in the thick of things in the West contention, then good luck. If they're in the play-in by the time we get to like mid-March, then good luck rest of the way, because that schedule is brutal. Oof. Every single one of those teams is chasing down the postseason. They've got another stretch, too, early March. Minnesota, Clippers, Nuggets, Mavs, Grizzlies, Rockets, Kings, Lakers. It's just those 2 games in the middle, Toronto and Chicago, that they have, and then it's loaded again. Cavs, Bucks, Celtics, T-Wolves, Rockets, Bucks, Celtics, Knicks, Warriors, Thunder, Spurs, Kings. That's an insane way to close it out from the 1st of March to April 13th. Crazy. Yeah, looks like they're going for the top pick in the draft, Hornets and Wizards. But yeah, some of these games for tonight, actually, all of them are pretty competitive right now, so that's a good sign. All these games basically close. Besides, the Bucks are up 43-30 at the Raptors. All the other games are close though. Hey, what's good from Trinidad? Welcome in, Trevor. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you here for being a part of the stream. Yeah, both of those teams have had bad seasons too so far, Jazz and Pelicans. So yeah, those four teams are in contention to see if they can get the top pick. Raptors too are 8-27. So yeah, there's still 5 teams that have single-digit wins. Jazz 9-25, Raptors 8-27, Hornets 7-27, Pelicans 7-29, Wizards 6-27. All right, here we go. Start to the third quarter. They started off pretty quick. They put this game on national TV over on NBA TV. They ended their post game and got directly into the start of this third quarter here. Outside to the corner, Phoenix takes a quick three. That missed off the mark, and still the poor shot selection continues for the Suns. That was Ryan Dunn. Got the start today in place of Bradley Beal in this game. Ryan Dunn is a rookie out of Virginia. Devin Booker is going to get sent to the free throw line. One free throw here as it was ruled a technical foul charge to Kelly Oubre on the floor. The free throw is good. And Phoenix will get the inbound. This inbound gets stolen away. Bad pass by Durant. Paul George goes up, got stripped, went out of bounds. It'll stay Sixers ball. Yep. Yeah, all 4 of those teams want a great draft pick. Well, Cooper Flag is the main prize at number 1, but what happens if as Philadelphia turns it over? What happens if all those teams don't win the lottery and the team that has the slim chance of winning in the lottery is none of those teams, the 5 that I mentioned that still has single-digit wins, like another case of a team or so like the Portland Trail Blazers that shock everybody else and finish ahead of all those teams, but do get the number one. Runners good inside the key by Phoenix. 1 point game right now. Philadelphia with possession. Maxey. Bounce pass over to George. Paul George jacks up the three at the right wing, and he hits it. He was looking for the foul call as well, but wasn't able to get that. Still searching for that call. Devin Booker. Really slow start for him with just 2. 1 for 10 shooting. Outside to the corner. Corner 3 jacked up off the back rim. No good. Missed by Ryan. Down the rebound. Hauled in by George for Philadelphia. Sixers have it. George at the right wing. Guarded 1-on-1 by Tyus Jones. Brings along the double team. Gets the way to Oubre. Outside Martin. Bounce pass off to Maxey. Maxey to the corner. Maxey dribbles up. Drives on Booker. Maxey off balance. Will draw the shooting foul. 2 free throws coming up in the line for Tyrese Maxey. Philadelphia, that's one of the keys this year, is that they head to the free throw line and a hefty margin for them this season. Number 1 in free throw makes. Haven't been there that often tonight, though. Just 5 for 8 on the free throws. Maxey's going to get 2 cracks at it here at the charity stripe. First free throw by Maxey. That is up. That's through. Second shot by Maxey. No good off the rim. A rebound collected by Tyus Jones. Booker has it top of the key. Slides it off to his right. Durant rises for the jumper. Deep 2. Came off the rim short. Martin collects the defensive rebound. Caleb Martin. Outside finds Yabusele into the hands here to George. George turns the corner, skip pass, left corner, wide open 3, Gershon Yabusele, no good. Pinballed around the rim and out, had a really good look, but couldn't send it down. Durant, dribble, drive, stripped to the basketball, lost it, stole away by Martin, up at the head of the pack here, 2-on-1. Maxey throws it down with a 2-handed flush. 52-45, timeout taken by Mike Budenholzer and Phoenix. The Phoenix Suns came into this game as the favorite once Joel Embiid's status was rolled out. And the Phoenix Suns ain't playing like the Phoenix Suns, and the Big 3 ain't looking like the Big 3. 52-45. This is rock bottom right now for Phoenix. Down by 7 against the Joel Embiid-less Philadelphia 76ers team. This is just sad. This Big 3 for Phoenix. 3 points by Devin Booker. 7 points by Durant. Bradley Beal with 5. Yup, these guys look washed. These guys are going to be the main talk tomorrow by national media. Like, this is just sad. 15 points by the Big 3. 15 points in 50 minutes right now total by the Big 3. And they're shooting Durant's 3 for 9, Booker's 1 for 10, Beal's 2 for 5. 6 made field goals. 6 for 24. The Big 3 is shooting 6 for 24 from the floor right now. 15 points in the combined 50 minutes. 25% shooting for the Big 3 right now. This is just sad. This is rock bottom. Like, a lot of people thought that Phoenix could come out and be a contender, and it looked like they were in the first 3 weeks of the season. Phoenix started off this season at 8-1. They were tied for Oklahoma City 2 months ago for first place in the West with an 8-1 record. Ever since, they've gone on a 3-10 record in the last 13 games, previous 31 days. What they have to show for this last month, these are the 3 wins they have to show for. They beat Utah by 8. They beat Portland by 7. They beat Denver by 10 on Christmas after losing to Denver the first time by double digits. That's all that they have to show for. Like, just really sad showing. If they lose against Charlotte tomorrow, that's even worse. That's as bad as it can get. Like, Cleveland Browns, head on the bag on top of the head, with a paper bag with the eyes cut out, Deshaun Watson type level stuff over there, like that team. That's as bad as it can get. Like, as worse as the Browns. That's as bad as it can get. One of my good friends had a fantasy football team for years, and his team's name was as worse as the Browns. Back from the timeout, they just made a 3 for Phoenix. That was good by number 0, Ryan Dunn. Things have gotten so bad in Phoenix that Bradley Beal got benched for today's game in place of Ryan Dunn, a rookie who got the start. 3-point shot straight away. Came off the rim short by Philadelphia. Missed off the mark by Maxey. Attacking inside the paint. No good. A missed layup by Booker. Tipped off the glass. Deflected out of bounds. And it was off of Philadelphia, I believe, here. So this will stay Phoenix basketball. Booker's 1 for 11 shooting from the floor here. Devin Booker 1 for 11. Devin Booker off the inbound, dribbles up to the elbow, kick out to the corner, airmail the pass, and luckily Chris Dunn was able to soar up in his vertical and grab it. And Booker either way was fouled. So he was fouled on the pass. A couple of things went in the direction for Phoenix that they're very lucky about right there. Referees could have gotten away with a no call. Booker slides it off to Tyus Jones. Outside into the hands to Booker. Tyus Jones with 5 points. He has scored more points than Devin Booker until right there as he took the jumper and buried it. He is up to 5 now, 52-50. Kelly Oubre at the free throw circle. Outside finds Maxey. Maxey, pocket pass. Oubre rolls down inside. Oubre goes up. He gets fouled. It's on Plumlee, who picks up the shooting foul. Yeah, this game has still been very difficult, just all around. Like, nobody has really been able to step up and make the case that their team wants to win this game tonight. Like, Maxey hasn't been able to take over for Philadelphia. On the other side, there's no instances right now of cases that Durant, Booker, nor Beal want to take over this game. And the first free throw was missed as well at the line for Oubre. Second free throw missed off the mark again. Offensive rebound hauled in by Yabusele. Yabusele's out hustling everybody in the glass, but the Sixers turn it over. Here they go, numbers 4-on-2. You gotta score. And a shooting foul charged to Paul George. 2 free throws coming up here by Devin Booker. That would have been embarrassing if that was called an offensive foul. That was very close. So close. Paul George was moving, though, as he tried to take the charge inside the key. So the referees rolled it a shooting foul, charged to Paul George. Yeah, he was moving his feet just a tad. And Booker here shooting shots at the free throw line. First one is no good. Man, this dude looks like he's washed up out there, too. I was talking about Bradley Beal before this game being washed up. Didn't expect Devin Booker to be like this as well, but he misses both of the free throws. Devin Booker's numbers have gone downwards for him. Bradley Beal is crazy downwards. 30-plus points per game score. 4 years ago with Washington. This year he's averaging under 18. Devin Booker's averaging around 24. A couple years ago he was dropping down 27 points per game. Missed 3 straight away by Paul George. Rebound controlled by Plumlee. Up ahead. Here goes Durant, and he throws it down with a right-handed flush. Oh, well, remember that right there. Rack attack for KD, looking to see if he can start to take over. 52-52, that may have just changed the landscape of this game. 7:35 left to go. Philly with possession. George, bounce pass behind his back, sets up Yabusele. His 3 around the rim and out. Rebound controlled by Plumlee. Looks like a whole new rejuvenated life squad here for Phoenix, and it's good by Devin Booker. 55-52, the Suns finally take the lead for the first time since KD led this game with a 3-3-0. Kevin Durant throws down the hammer. Devin Booker transition three. And that is the big three who have started to arrive in the building. Took them almost midway through the third quarter to finally show up. 3-point lead now for Phoenix. Wow, this game has been just so blah until that moment. Like, I could not remember a game that was this bad with sloppy play besides the Patriots-Dolphins game back in October, where nobody wanted to win that game. This was reminiscent of it for the entire first half and in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. If you're new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. And feel free to join in tomorrow. I'm hoping to be back live covering Mavs against Lakers tomorrow if you'd like to join in for that one tomorrow. There'll be no Celtics stream tomorrow. They play in the late game, so unfortunately I will not be covering the Celtics tomorrow. It will be the Lakers-Mavs, the earlier game at 7:30. Trevor going for the Suns in this one. Feel free, hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this game tonight here, Suns or Sixers. Welcome in, Ice Baby. Thanks for joining back in. Yep, Paul George is actually playing in this one. Paul George tonight, 10.6 rebounds, just 4 for 13 shooting from the floor. Gershon Yabusele. This says a lot about this game when Gershon Yabusele is the top points leader in this game. 12.7 rebounds by Gershon. Maxey has 11. 10 points by Kelly Oubre Jr. And for Phoenix, they have 0 players in double digits. 9 points by KD. 8 points by Booker. 7 by Dunn. And Bradley Beal off the bench with 5. Blazers Pistons tied up at 65. Pacers up against the Nets 50-39. Knicks leading the Magic by just 1, 49-48. Bucks taking it to the Raptors right now, 62-47. Giannis with 7.7 rebounds and 9 assists. San Antonio looking good, 29-20 at the end of the first quarter, leading Chicago. The Mavs up against the Grizzlies so far, 25-18. Three-point game currently. Kevin Durant now number 8 on the all-time scoring list in NBA history. Back to action. Maxey. 10-zip run by the Suns. Slides over to Yabusele. Lost the handle of the basketball. Yabusele flops at midcourt alongside Plumlee. And the referees call it a kicked ball violation charged to Plumlee before he chopped up Yabusele at the midcourt logo. Inbound for Philly. Oubre. Off to Maxey. Maxey guarded by Tyus Jones. Maxey outside finds Oubre. He tries a 3 off the back heel. No good. Booker collects the defensive rebounds. Devin Booker. Mid-range. Inside the key over Maxey. Came off the rim short. Really tough shot right there by Booker. Just 3 for 14 from the floor. Martin circles around. He'll slow it down. Finds Maxey to run the point here. Maxey, 12 on the shot clock. Dribbles up. Runner over Plumlee. Missed off the back rim. No good. As Durant collects the defensive board. Booker, touch pass. Corner. 3. Tyus Jones. Came off the rim short. No good. And there's just no flow at all. Once again, getting back to the normalcy of this game, which was no flow. Maxey attacks inside the paint. Maxey got it to go. And 1 at the free throw line. Tyrese Maxey drives right on Durant. +1 coming up. The youth movement of Tyrese Maxey. Able to beat KD to the cup right there. Maxey saw a gap. He shot for it. went straight for it and got it plus the foul. 13 points and now 5 assists for Maxey tonight. One shot for the tie here for Maxey. The free throw is no good. Off the rim and out. So the rebound got collected by Tyus Jones for Phoenix. Suns by 1. Under 6.5 left to go in the third. Tyus Jones, edge of the midcourt logo, sends it off to Booker. Kick out, corner, 3 on its way. No good. Off the back rim, tipped up by Booker. Went to George. No, George was out of bounds. And, oh no, was he not? Who was out of bounds according to the referees? They rolled... I think the referees rolled at Bradley Beal on the corner 3 out of bounds. Wow. Okay, that hit the side of the backboard, but it still was able to hit the rim. It hit it at an angle where it went down and hit the rim. 6:10 left to go in the third. Open jumper, Maxey missed the 3 wide open. Defensive rebound collected by Plumlee. Phoenix with possession, up by 1. Bounce pass out to the right corner to Tyus Jones. Jones slows it down, lobs over to Plumlee. Moves it off to KD, rises for the jumper. Deep 2, connects on it. Kevin Durant able to get it to go. Finally some stuff working on right now for Phoenix in this game. Philadelphia gonna slow down tempo. Maxey at the top, Paul George. George dribbles up. Lost control of the basketball into the hands to Martin. The right place, right time. Jacks up the 3. Missed off the rim, no good. Tipped up to Durant for the defensive rebound. 3-point game. Booker, baseline, dribble, fouled. Free throws coming up. We're down to 5:19 left. That is on Caleb Martin. So Kevin Durant up to the number 8 spots in the all-time scorer list. Referees will not give the 2 shots here at the line. So this will be a inbound coming up here for Phoenix. Adam Bona checks into the game for Philadelphia. He's a rookie out of UCLA. Caleb Martin's going to check out. Inbound, downhill. Bradley Beal got it a drop up and then off the backboard. 59-54. 5-point game. Phoenix getting in on a run right now. Top of the key with Bona. Hand off to Maxey. Maxey turns the corner. Drive. Kick at the wing. Paul George. Brick the 3 off the back rim. And the shot-making ability just not there for PG in this game. Quarter 3. Bradley Beal reversing the clock as he drills the triple. 62-54. This is the Suns team that was the favorite coming into this game. Looking like it right now, out to a 20-8 start in the third quarter. Jumper no good, off the mark by Terrence Edwards of Philadelphia. Rebound collected by Durant. KD at the top. His pass deflected, went out of bounds, and went off of Nurkic from behind actually last, and it's off of Phoenix. Phoenix completely different for sure. 19 for 37 ever since a 5 for 19 sharp start. Philadelphia struggling to buy buckets right now. Maxey dump off down low. Bona gets clobbered by Nurkic and fouled. And 2 free throws coming up here at the line for Philadelphia with Adam Bona. First free throw, no good, around the rim and out. Missed by Bona at the free throw line. Second free throw is right down the middle. 62-55, 7-point game. Bradley Beal drives, attacks inside the paint, gets fouled by Terrence Edwards. And 2 free throws coming up here for Phoenix. First one's good. And Bradley Beal able to drill the free throw. Paul George checks out. Second shot cut the bounce. 64-55. Sixers cross midcourt with Maxey. Hand off to Oubre. Nobody's been able to take over this game here for Philadelphia. As Oubre got it blocked by Durant and then in and out of the hands of Oubre out of bounds to the baseline. Philadelphia couldn't capitalize. Defense really ramping up here for Phoenix. And KD, that slam dunk that he had, that rejuvenated this squad. And Adam Bona picks up a foul, bad foul away from the basketball. This will put Phoenix in the bonus. And they're shooting free throws. Both teams, rest stretch of this quarter, they're going to shoot free throws here. Two shots here by Grayson Allen at the line. First one's good. Second one he missed off the mark. 10-point game, Oubre with the basketball. Oubre defended by KD around the perimeter. Now switch guarded by Monty Morris. Dribble, drive, attacks the paint. Oubre up and in off the glass, scores for 2. Beal drives downhill to the cup. He soars up and scores up and in off the glass. Back and forth, finally getting flow in this game, trading buckets. 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Maxey at the edge of the midcourt logo. Maxey dribbles up to the elbow, guarded by KD on the outside, finds Oubre. Oubre dribbles out free throw circle, moves it off. Back out to the perimeter off the drive. Maxey, fall away 3, came off the rim. Short offensive rebound controlled by Edwards for Philly. Deep 3, pull-up J from the parking lot, missed off the mark, no good. And Nurkic commits a terrible foul right there. Bad foul by Nurkic. As he knocked down Adam Bona. Battling for the rebound. And this will send Philadelphia to the free throw line. Adam Bona, 2 free throws in the bonus. First one no good off the back rim. Yep, that's true right there. There's a big decline this year for Paul George. Just hasn't been the same since hitting that corner of the backboard in the bubble. 4 for 14 today for Paul George. 1 out of 2 at the free throw line for Philly. They struggled on free throws tonight. 7 for 15 at the charity stripe. Bradley Beal jumper is good for the perimeter. 70-58. Wheels have fallen off the Sixers, and he lost the handle of the basketball. Stole away by Monty Morris. Morris floated up over the top. Durant couldn't finish with it, though. Hot tamale at the baseline as he couldn't keep it in the court of play either, as he lost it out of bounds. 2:18 left. Ninth turnover by Phoenix tonight. Philly with 8 of those turnovers, but Philadelphia just cannot buy free throws. 50% at 8 for 16 now at the charity stripe. Oubre drives, attacks inside the paint, got it, and a 1 at the free throw line for Kelly Oubre. He set the tone early on. I'm stunned by Maxey today. He's been limited to just 13 in this game. I thought much more would come out of Maxey for this one today. The free throw by Oubre is right down the middle. 70-61. Under 2 minutes left to go. Lob down low. Boda called in the goaltend. He denied. Grayson Allen too little too late though. They roll Allen, had made the 2. An 11-point lead for Phoenix with under 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Tyrese Maxey drives in Durant. Bounce pass underneath. Got it. And another and 1 covered up as well. Oubre doing the work right now, keeping his team in this game. He'll shoot the free throw. Free throw is good by Oubre. 72-64. Minute 40 left to go in the third. Pocket pass. Nurkic. His shovel pass ricochets off Allen, results in a turnover. Oubre attacks inside the paint. Stripped from behind. Going up, get fouled again. Kelly Oubre Jr. keeping his team right in it. Getting to the free throw line multiple times tonight. Minute 27 left to go in the third, and he'll shoot 2 more at the charity stripe. First shot here by Oubre. That was good. Around the rim, it goes in. So he's now up to 20, as he just made that one. Puts his team winning 6 right now, 72-66. 20 points, 10 rebounds. Big night out of Kelly Oubre Jr. tonight for Philadelphia. Needing much more out of Maxey, though, if he wants to make this a game. On the outside, Morris finds Durant top of the key. KD dribbles up to the right elbow. Durant rises for the jumper. Deep 2, connects on it. Increasing that lead, taking the lead with KD up by 8 now for Phoenix. Final minute left to go in the third. Maxey, a dribble, drive, attack inside the paint. His runner bounces in for 2. Six-point advantage for Phoenix. Time ticking down to 40 seconds in the third. Bradley Beal start to step up in his third quarter. Bounce pass over to Durant. Durant, top of the free throw circle. KD working on a mismatch guarded by Maxey as Maxey reaches in. The clock will stop with 31.2 seconds left to go. Been a really choppy quarters. We'll have more free throws coming up here at the line. 2 shots by Kevin Durant coming up. Durant with 13 points now, 17 by Beal, surging off the bench. Booker is just 8 in this game on 3 for 14 shooting. First shot by KD is good. For Philadelphia, 20 points by Kelly Oubre Jr., who is leading the way. 15 by Maxey with 7 assists. 12 by Yabusele, only 10 by Paul George. Caleb Martin checks in on the floor. He replaces Adam Bona, who will take a seat on the bench. They're without Joel Embiid in this game. Oso Ighodaro comes into the game. Free to number 2 is good. 76-68. Caleb Martin has possession, edge in the midcourt logo. Martin, top of the key, dribbles up on Iguodala, slides it back to Maxey. Maxey, 8 on the timer. Maxey, drive, a kick at the corner. Martin, wide open off the ball fake, takes the jumper, and he makes it. It's a 6-point game, 76-70. Final 10 seconds left to go here. Quick burst to speed up the floor. Bradley Beal, too easy, right to the rim. He scores the open layup. Couldn't get back in defensive transition there for Philadelphia. Final seconds to close out the third. Maxey shovels outside, open three. Bang, bang, he hits it. He's been the player of the game for Philadelphia. Kelly Oubre Jr. lights up the three and splashes it. It's a 5-point game to close out the third. Oubre keeping the Sixers hanging down on their home court. He's got 23 tonight for Oubre. Big game here for Kelly Oubre Jr. tonight. Getting his team right into it. Only down by 5 as we turn the page. About to enter the fourth quarter coming up. Big time shot right there by Oubre to close out at the end of the third. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. Man, what a game right now. If you guys are new to the stream, feel free to type in the chat who you guys got to win this one tonight. Suns or Sixers for this game. Around the NBA scoreboard, this is what we got going on tonight for games. Blazers up against the Pistons, 93-88. Pacers are crushing the Nets right now, 60-39. Magic leading the Knicks, 55-51. Back to action, start to the fourth quarter. 78-73, Paul George on the floor with Gershon Yabusele. Tyrese Maxey, step back three, taken by Maxey. Swoosh, as he is able to send it down. Also, number 23, Eric Gordon on the court for the first time tonight for Philly. Maxey's going to have to step up, and he just did right there and made a big-time triple. Suns with possession. Booker floats the pass over the top. Iguodala. Iguodala dribbles back out to the left corner. Bounce pass off to Beal. Beal floats it up over the top. Iguodala able to snatch it. Not in alley-oop position, though. Over to Beal. And a runner goes down. Good for 2. 4-point lead for Phoenix. Do I think Booker would get 12 points in one quarter? Possibly. I'm going to go no for this game, though. He looks really just out of sorts offensively. We'll see what happens, though. Booker has it up the floor off the rebound collected there by the Suns. Booker at the left wing. It was Dunn who came up with a defensive rebound. Booker, crossover, away from the basketball. Philadelphia picks up the foul. First shot is good by Devin Booker, so he had a technical free throw. Nick Nurse wondering about that call on the floor that the referees gave the tech free throw. Inbound here, it goes to Beal. Beal at the right wing. Bounce pass Booker. Wide open for a three. Rattled out. No good. Really good look there. So yeah, that will not help out the parlay. Sorry to hear that for Aaron. Booker had a wide open three and he couldn't make it. Caleb Martin's going to head to the charity stripe coming up. Shooting 2 free throws. It's Ryan Dunn who picked up the foul. This game's been really choppy. Bunch of personal fouls that we've had in this game today. First shot was way off the mark by Martin. Second free throw by Caleb Martin. That time it got the bounce. 81-77. Martin with 7.6 rebounds and 2 steals. Monty Morris into the hands to Beal. On the outside finds Booker. Booker working on Maxey around the perimeter. Backs his way to the free throw circle. Booker outside moves it off to the top. Open three. Ryan Dunn. Swash. Able to deliver for the rookie from Virginia. Knocking down a big three for Phoenix. Ryan Dunn. 43.5% for the perimeter. Phoenix has shot the ball really well from 3 this game at 10 for 23. Paul George. A lot of dribbling. George had the ball poke loose. George lost it out of bounds. It's a big ew for Paul George. It's a turnover. The rookie goes to school on Paul George. Deflected it, poked it out of bounds. And forces Paul George into a turnover down the far side. Oso Ighodaro able to disrupt Paul George there. Phoenix with possession. Crossover. Beal. Dribble. Drive. Kick. Corner. Open three. Swash. That is good. Bang, bang from downtown by Monty Morris. 10-point lead for Phoenix. Players starting to erupt right now in this game. No Joel Embiid for Philadelphia, and Phoenix with a really slow start trail most of this game finally starting to erupt, getting quality minutes out of Oso Ighodaro as he rejects Tyrese Maxey. The refs ruled it out of bounds off Philly as well. Phoenix bursts to speed up the floor. Drive, kick, corner. Morris dribbles up, wide open at the opposite corners. Booker at the left corner. Step back, 3 in the air. Rainbow off the mark, no good. Left it short. Rebound controlled by Philly. They lost it with Martin. Bodies hit the deck. Monty Morris with a steal. No backcourt violation either. They continue. Beal, kick out to the corner into the hands to Booker. He will slow it down. 10-point lead under 9 minutes left to go. Phoenix with 7 steals in this game. At the top, Morris. Guarded by Maxey, 101. 6 in the timer. Monty Morris floats the pass off to Oso. Little 2-game here runner. No good. Taps it over for the offensive rebound. Back to Dunn. Bounce pass. Beal. Jumper. Mid-range. Got the bounce. Hung up off the glass around 2 seconds off the back rim. Able to bounce in. Taking a little bit of quality time off the clock there with a bucket made by Bradley Beal. Needed a classic game out of Bradley Beal to turn back the clock as he got benched for this one coming off the bench, and he did exactly that tonight. Timeout on the floor by Philadelphia. 23 by Bradley Beal in this game via the bench. 89-77 as we head to the timeout. Phoenix starting to play of who they're capable of being. Playing really just down basketball. Just 3-10 in their last 13, but tonight, finally, that third quarter into the fourth quarter, playing some really good, crisp basketball, completely turning it around from the first half. 23 by Beal off the bench. That's a 9 for 13 shooting. A remarkable game by him. 15 by KD. Ryan Dunn, 10 points. Oso Ighodaro, 4 quality points and 6 rebounds for him in this game. A plus 8 on the floor for Osu. The bench has been a major plus. And that's been a big reason why in the past Phoenix has gotten eliminated from the playoffs, is because of the lack of bench production. 23 by Beal. 7 by Monty Morris. He had that huge corner 3 a couple minutes ago. 5 points by Nurkic. Iguodala with 4. 3 by Okogie. Yeah, Okogie had a spark in the first half too. And then Grayson Allen with 6. That is 48 bench points out of the possible 89. That's more than half of the points coming through the bench right there. It's 54% of the points from the bench. 48 bench points by Phoenix. Philadelphia with just 7. This game is just straight up and determined at the bench. Adam Bona, 4 points. Justin Edwards with 3. And then they have 4 other guys who have 0 off the bench for Philly. Oubre giving it all he's got. 23 by Oubre. 18 by Maxey, though. Yeah, Maxey's 18 is so disappointing. He's the one that needed to drop 30. And just hasn't been able to play well today. Just 7 for 17 from the floor by Maxey. And also Paul George. Maxey doesn't get all the blame. I mean, Paul George is just derailed off the cliff. It's bad. 4 for 16 shooting by Paul George. 10 points in 30 minutes. Minus 10. That's the worst minus besides Yabusele, which Yabusele was giving the Sixers some good baskets early on in this game. Hey, what's good, Uncle Pizzle? Glad to have you back, man. Thanks for joining back in, brother. And tomorrow, just an update here, I will not be live tomorrow for the Celtics game since they're playing the late game against the Nuggets at 10. Though I will be live tomorrow. It will be for the earlier game on national TV, the Lakers against the Mavs. So feel free to join in tomorrow for the Lakers against the Mavs. I'm probably going to watch like the first half of the Celtics and then go to bed probably around halftime or so since they play at 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Back to action, 89-77, under 8 minutes left to go. Phoenix with the possession. Beal moved a bullet down low off to Dunn and went back out to the perimeter. Booker finds Dunn. Open 3 off one dribble. Ryan Dunn drills it. 92-77, 13 points by the rookie out of Virginia. Philadelphia in trouble right now on their home court, but no Joel Embiid, as this one is really tough for them as they've relied heavily upon Joel Embiid lately. Maxey just drilled a 3. Yeah, you needed a really, really great Tyrese Maxey plus an excellent Paul George, and Paul George has been far from that today. He has had the worst on the scale compared to that. Oso gets the bucket for 2. I have to say, they got a promising rookie class here. Oso Iguodala, a really good pickup out of Marquette. Him and Tyler Kolek were balling out last year for Marquette. Caleb Martin floats the pass across the floor. Maxey spots up for the 3. Laser beam from downtown. He delivers. It's going to come down to perimeter shooting by Tyrese Maxey if he can make the most out of his opportunities to get his team back in the game. 94-83, never mind that. Oso Iguodala downhill to the cup, throws it down with a 2-handed dunk. 6:40 left to go. Around the perimeter, Philadelphia using some time off the clock. Bounce pass, Maxey soars up, and Maxey gets fouled. And he will shoot 2 shots coming up here at the free throw line. That was on Monty Morris, who picked up the shooting foul. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up. Hit that like, helps out this video a ton of being found on YouTube. Feel free to hit that subscribe as well. Durant checks right back in on the floor. First free throw good by Maxey. He's got 25 points. Maxey's being attended to right now by the medical staff. I don't know if he has does he have a cut or something? Yeah, during the timeout between the free throws here, they got him towards the bench area just to get checked out for a brief second or so. Mike Budenholzer seen with his clipboard drawing up a play coming up here for Phoenix. But Bradley Beal turning back the clock after a rough start. 14 points in the third quarter for Beal, 23 in the game, and came off the bench today. A rarity for Bradley Beal as he got demoted from starter to the bench, and he's responded in a big way. And Ryan Dunn has responded as a starter. If there's one thing that Phoenix has found out, it's their rookie class. A couple real promising rookies they got for positive takeaways in this game. Ryan Dunn, 15 points, rookie from Virginia. Oso Ighodaro off the bench with 8.6 rebounds. One more free throw by Maxey, able to roll in. 11-point game, 6.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Kevin Durant on the floor with Monty Morris, Devin Booker, Oso Ighodaro, and Ryan Dunn. Bradley Beal's currently on the bench. Booker lobs it over to Dunn. Bounce pass, Ighodaro off to Dunn. Runners, good for two. It's a good sign for two rookies able to work together there. Oso is a really solid playmaker for his size. Off a pick-and-roll type dude there. Oso off the bounce pass to Dunn, who floated it up and scored. Maxey gonna have to do it himself. Maxey off balance. Maxey, oh, what a tough shot, and he scores inside the key for the bucket. Tyrese Maxey at will is scoring as many points as possible, determined to do so in this fourth quarter. Phoenix by 11. Booker having a slow game tonight. D-Book. Just 9 total points. Book, kick out to the corner. Durant working on Oubre at the far side corner. 5 of the shot clock. Durant dribbles, drives, baseline inside the key, blocked by Oubre. Back it goes to Philly. Chance to cut it to single digits here. Maxey, we all know who the ball is going to go to. Step back three in the air, off the mark, no good. A rebound controlled by Phoenix as Booker gets fouled by Yabusele. And that's their first personal foul in the corner, charge to Philadelphia. Gershon had a good start, but the second half has been real meh right now for Gershon. Third personal foul charged to Yabusele today. Bradley Beal slows it down. He is back on the floor. It is Beal, Ighodaro, Dunn, Durant, and Booker. Missed shot from point-blank range inside the key by Ryan Dunn. Tipped over to Philadelphia for the basketball. Tyrese Maxey this quarter, 13 points. The rest of the team with just 1. Maxey gonna have to do it himself. Outside to Oubre. Oubre off fake. Drives inside. Stripped. Got it back. Oubre underneath. Oubre puts it up. And he scores up and in off the backboard. Plus the foul. It ain't over till it's over. Kelly Oubre Jr. gonna be shooting the and one coming up here at the charity stripe, 98-89. Finally, somebody else can get a bucket for Philly. Maxey, to that point, had the entire field goals made in this quarter. Oubre drills the free throw, so it's 14-4. Maxey and his teammates for the points total in this quarter, 98-90. Oubre having a big game today, 26 points, 11 rebounds. Durant at the left wing. He got hounded by Caleb Martin. Martin called in the reach-in foul. Nick Nurse pleading his case right now to the referees. Didn't look like much right there. And Philadelphia's fans are frustrated as well about the call. Both of these teams needing to get back in the postseason picture. Phoenix 12th in the West, Philadelphia 11th in the East. Booker drives, attacks, downhill, fouled. 2 shots coming up at the line. For Devin Booker, it's been a really slow start tonight. Just 9 points total this entire game for Booker. First free throw, no good around the rim and out. Blazers, Pistons tied up at 106 with 3 minutes left to go in the fourth. Pacers up against the Nets, 76-58. Magic lead the Knicks, 67-61. Bucks are destroying the Raptors right now, 90-66, whereas the Spurs are up at the half against the Bulls 65-50. Mavs and Grizzlies is a 1-point game as Memphis leads that one 56-55. And the Clippers up at the half against the T-Wolves 53-46. Booker splits the free throws 99-90. Maxey at the right wing, 4:25 left to go. Maxey a lot of dribbling. Shot clock already down to 5. Maxey, fall away, 15-footer, missed off the front rim, no good. A rebound controlled by Ryan Dunn for Phoenix. And the Suns can slow it down right now. Devin Booker, Wells Fargo Center logo, bounce pass got kicked out of bounds. It will stay Suns basketball. 4 minutes even. And we will have a timeout taken on the floor as well right here. Phoenix will burn a timeout. They're down to 3 timeouts remaining. So are the Sixers. Yeah, honestly, wouldn't shock me if Ohio State wins the entire championship for college football. They just took out the top team, Oregon. Right now on the timeout, if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you'd like to come on back tomorrow, feel free to do so. I'm hoping to be back live for Lakers against Mavs tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time if you'd like to come on back for that one. By the way, this stream is sponsored by Games Go. Games Go is a subscription sharing platform that allows users to access subscription services at a lower cost by sharing accounts. Use my promo code EJPMU for referral for discounts over on the Games Go site. The link for Games Go is pinned to the chat. It's also posted in the description of this video. Games Go offers shared premium subscriptions to sites such as Canva Pro, Duolingo, Grammarly, Deezer, DeepL, Perplexity AI, and Crunchyroll. So check out Games Go, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 5 years. Yeah, the Gerard Mayo firing, I could totally see it. I totally could see that coming for a long, long time. That blame has to go on Bob Kraft. And Bob Kraft set up Mayo to fail. Just didn't invest in the team, didn't bring any star players with all the cap space that they had, didn't invest in the offensive line. Like the wide receivers that they have, like those guys would be like number 4, 5, 6 guys in any other team in the NFL for wide receivers. They need actual wide receivers like 1, 2, 3 weapons down the line for wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3. It's just there's a lot of stuff. At least they found a quarterback. They found QB1 and QB2 right now. Drake May and Joe Milton. Just discovered Joe Milton is a solid backup behind Drake May. But yeah, that's all on Kraft. I talked about that yesterday. Bob Kraft just hoarding a lot of the money and not paying to get superstar players what they deserve to be paid for. And yeah, I can attest to that because 4 years ago, yep, he is super cheap. 4 years ago, I interviewed for a position for the Kraft Group for one of their communications positions for the Patriots like 4 years ago, as Kevin Durant knocks down the jumper to baseline 101-90. So I advanced over to the process, the interview process, made it like 3 or 4 rounds through the interview process for one of the communications positions for the Patriots, and then it came down to the final 8, and I asked the hiring manager during my interview what would be the pay for this position or so if I could see that it could be an upgrade or not to what I'm currently making, and they told me at Bob Kraft's organization, the starting pay for me, when I already had 3-4 years of experience by then, the starting pay for me would be $17. So right there, I said no. That I'll pull my application out of the application process. Thank you very much for the interview, but no, I'm not taking a drop in pay. I'm looking for something that I can be able to increase my potential with and build and grow and increase my earning potential as well, because in Massachusetts you ain't making a good living if you're getting paid $17 an hour based out of college, coming out 3-4 years out of college by that point. This was a mid-level position, by the way, and they wanted to pay me $17 an hour for it like 4 years ago, which would have been a drop in pay. And I told them at Bob Kraft's group for the Patriots, nope, you can take my application right out, and thank you very much, but that's it. So just a bad side of a corporation right there. And from based on what I heard, other people that I know that work in Bob Kraft's organization around the Patriots, with a lot of the positions like beat writers, staff writers, a lot of the website people, audio production team, podcast production, radio production team that works for the Patriots, and they're making measly money over there. Security guards and parking attendants are making the minimum wage over there working for Bob Kraft. And a bunch of the other staff positions that they have for like communications over there, for like social media, graphic design, website design, those people that's part of the Kraft team are making $15, $16, $17, $18 an hour. It's a shame. Like that money is what you see. News reporters are making that type of money in Market 350 up in like Calais, Maine, up towards like a population that they can only cover a range of like 20,000. Like in the middle of Nebraska, like very little, like small, teeny tiny markets. They're getting paid. New Hampshire. I saw a job for a couple of years ago for radio up in New Hampshire, and it was $10 an hour for radio production up in New Hampshire. Like heck no. They're still paying $7.25 for their minimum wage in that state. I'm from Mass, so the minimum wage is $15. Rhode Island just got the $15 as well, which they're like the cost of living's much less in Rhode Island than Mass. Mass is all you can't make a living, like a comfortable living, off of that what they offered me for that job on my interview for Bob Kraft's group. You can't at all make a comfortable living in the state of Massachusetts for that. It's an absolute shame. And and over in New Hampshire, because I saw a job for radio out there for a producer position. They wanted $10 an hour. It's ridiculous. Like a lot of the broadcast positions, like radio and TV, like they're paying in a lot of these states like minimum wage. It's just so sad. It's just so sad, the hoarding of the money that Bob Kraft does and doesn't invest in his players. Like, you gotta invest in your employees. If you want to get good superstar players and great players, well, go out, invest the money, and make sure that they get paid because they deserve to be paid. And if they're getting paid a bag of chips, like when Tom Brady was playing, he was like the number 18 paid quarterback around that mark when he was playing in the NFL. He should have been number one for years for Tom Brady. That's why he left the Patriots and he went and got a bag with Tampa Bay. Because Bob Kraft was so cheap and he was making less money than other guys like Jay Cutler and stuff like that, who are making bigger bucks than Tom Brady. I mean, it's a shame. Like, if you want, like, if the Patriots want to get great players and hire excellent talent, then it all starts with ownership by making sure that they get paid what they deserve to be paid, and hiring those players and getting them what they deserve. That's where it starts. Yep. Yeah, that is so true. You can earn much more at McDonald's. Yeah, when I drive by at my local McDonald's, it says that they're offering positions from like 18 to 20 over there. And at that Patriots group, they wanted 17 a few years back. Yeah, New Hampshire is still stuck at 725. They haven't made a wage change since like 1999 over there. 104 to 90. Kevin Durant just drilled a big three from the corner before we got to another timeout. We're down to 2:56 left to go here. Like, the workers aren't going to be motivated. The players aren't going to be motivated if they're not making the bag. Like, there's a lot of just mental struggles that people go through when they're making very, very little money or so and they're qualified, because there's so much stuff that goes into the application process and interviews and rounds of interviews, and it's just frustrating when you're making like close to the minimum or the minimum, and you deserve much, much better pay than that. And that's how it feels winning that Patriots organization or so. So we come back to action. Caleb Martin is going to shoot shots here at the free throw line. First one is good. Yeah, good question. I'm going to look this up and see what... So it said that he's ranked as like the highest paid coach in America in 2023. That came up by Sportico Online. Huh. Yeah. Because him and Kraft don't live too far away from one another. They live in the wealthiest town, or I don't know if it's a city right now, but they live like 5 miles away from Boston. It's the wealthiest town / city in the state of Massachusetts. One of the wealthiest in the entire U.S. that they live in. Or it might be the second wealthiest, because it's closer than the number one wealthiest is from Boston. The other one's like 20 minutes away from Boston and further away from Foxborough. That one's closer to Foxborough. Down to around 2 minutes left to go. 104-91. Maxey, step back three. No good off the mark. Rebound hauled in on the offensive glass by Yabusele. He scores the putback. 104-93. So he was making $20 million as the Patriots head coach before being let go last year. And then... let's see what he's getting at UNC. That shot will drop as well. Paul George just made a three as we're inching closer towards the end of this game. Minute 40 left to go in the fourth here. Phoenix with a possession. 14th made three for Philadelphia. Booker's going to slow it down as we approach the minute and a half mark. So he's going to be earning around $10 million for Belichick for UNC. That's not that bad for head coach at the NCAA level. That's good from the perimeter. Driving kick out to the wing. KD knocking down the three ball to get his team up by 11. Missed jumper by George. Rebound controlled by Phoenix. Ryan Dunn having a solid game. He is the one who came up with a defensive rebound. Devin Booker didn't have a great game tonight here. Just 10 points for him. And his runner around And it goes in for done. They will not count it, though. Iguodala with a basket interference going up, tried to tap it in. Yeah, Brady didn't get paid because the money just wasn't allocated that way towards the players, and that's all on Kraft there. Like, when he played for the Patriots, his salary was way less than a bunch of the other quarterbacks. Like, that was all up to Kraft. He was even asked about, like, taking, like, cuts or so for Brady so he could make all the other his teammates healthy, or make his teammates happy and be able to get them to pay. Yeah, I'm reading here. He took some insane pay cuts when he played for the Patriots. So we're going to go on a timeout right now on the floor. This game's almost over. 1 minute left to go. 107-96, Phoenix leads this one. What's good? Jason, welcome in, man. Thanks for joining in, brother. Yep, absolutely crazy. I'm looking at something here. 20 seasons, Tom Brady. He had, wow, over 235 million with the Patriots in 20 seasons. With 3 seasons in Tampa, he made 97 million. Gonna see if I have a chance to equate that to how many years it would take him if he played in Tampa to get what he did in that 20 years for the Patriots or so. 107-96. Philadelphia missed the shot inside. Booker, his pass deflected, went right back to him inside the key off to Durant. Durant, bounce pass down low underneath, and the bucket's good by Bradley Beal. A really good game tonight coming off the bench for Beal. Three-point shot is there by Maxey, but too little too late. 16 seconds left to go. Maxey off the steal. His quick three off the back rim, no good. Off to Durant, and this game goes final. 109-99, the final score. Phoenix had a strong second half for them, and they started to pull away against Philadelphia. No Joel Embiid tonight for the Sixers, and big second half for Phoenix as they are able to put this game away and win it. Bradley Beal turned back the clock. He had 25 off the bench in this one for Phoenix. And Kevin Durant, big shots late that he hit. He finished with 23 in this one. 15 by Ryan Dunn. They got a lot of good promise here out of their rookie class. Ryan Dunn with 15. Oso Iguodala had 8. Devin Booker with only 10 points today on just 3 for 16 shooting. He did make up for it with his playmaking, though. 10 total assists by Booker in this one. Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey had a bunch of buckets late. Not enough, though. Finished with 31 in this game with 10 assists. Good showing by Kelly Oubre Jr., 26 points, 11 rebounds, but just they struggled to get another guy involved here in half number 2, especially Paul George. He had a rough game tonight, just 13 points, going under his player prop once again on 5 for 18 shooting. 13 points, same amount of misses, 13 missed shots and 38 misses. Rough game for PG-13, plus they lost by 10 and they missed 10 free throws at the free throw line, shooting just 62% at 16 for 26 in this one at the free throw line. Phoenix wins 109-99, the final score. Thanks all for joining in, everybody. And I'm hoping to be back live tomorrow. Lakers against Mavs at 7:30. If you'd like to join in for that one, feel free to do so. Next Celtics stream will be on Friday against the Kings. I will not be live tomorrow for the late game against the Celtics, since that one's the 10 p.m. one. I'm probably going to watch the first half of it and then go to bed around halftime or so for the Lakers Nuggets. Since that's a late game, unfortunately won't be able to cover that for tomorrow. But I'll see you guys tomorrow if you guys would like to join back in. And the Suns pick up the win in this one here. And we'll close out to the channel members. Alright, all channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, Bradley, Warren, Kelly, I Am Ghost, the Nisha Player, Asia, Ice Baby, Katie, Ogie, SGA Sports Talk, Lonely Satellite, Michael, John, Norma, Jonathan, Guido, and Mark. Thanks all for joining in, being a part for this one tonight on a Monday night. Phoenix wins 109-99 against Philadelphia. And enjoy the rest of your Monday night here, folks.